Hey my friends, welcome back to a new video. Today I want to give you an update. We've just entered into a Scorpio season. When Sun enters into a new zodiac sign, it influences the whole collective consciousness. So one thought that came to me with this was the giant has awakened. And I want to give you the whole message that comes with it because it's quite interesting. So firstly, Scorpio is often associated with transformation, with perseverance, with seriousness, and kind of a flow towards growth. But it's also deeply connected with karmic stream or karmic cycles on third dimension, the law of cause and effect. Because obviously, when there is a stream, in collective consciousness, there is a stream. In your individual consciousness, there is a stream. There's a desire for movement. There's a desire for walking forward, doing something. And more you're in tune with this desire, more you can kind of decide, will you follow what excites you? Will you follow what makes you feel passionate, what makes you feel joyful, or will you stay in stagnation? What's interesting about this Scorpio season right now is, as I felt like the giant has awakened, it means that something that was asleep within you, something that was suppressed, something that was stagnant within you is now speaking to you louder. I've made some videos for you in these recent days where I was more vulnerable with you to show you we're all going through something. I was talking like how I'm noticing these cycles in my life only to show up as someone who's going through something similar to you. We're all going through something. There's a stream of life that is moving us forward. And as we are moving forward, we're also letting something go. We're leaving something behind. But we need to understand something about this stream. Stream of a river will always find a way to flow. When there's a block, it will find a new way. But as it is flowing, it is actually shaping everything. It is shaping its surface. It is shaping its environment. So then that stream becomes more sustainable for flow, right? It reminds us of this Scorpio energy, which is here to transform. And when it comes to transforming, it comes to forming your environment so it can become sustainable for yourself, which means when you look at your life right now, something within you is awakening that is actually directing you somewhere where you want to go. And for that, you have some needs for shaping your life in a way that it will become sustainable. The thing is that for such a long time, you've been suppressing something that now wants to be expressed. And here I want to remind you that your voice is needed. And here is why. When you express your voice, you give people an opportunity to get a new perspective. Your perspective is unique. More you share it authentically, uniquely, in your own very unique way, more you're in tune with yourself, more you will be able to speak authentically. To use words that resonate with you, that explain how you see the world. More you share this, more you give people an opportunity to get a unique perspective on something. When you give this unique perspective, what happens? Well, you give another piece of the puzzle to the collective world. So more we find these unique pieces of the puzzle, more we are able to form a bigger picture. That was the trick of, those in power that projected onto you one way of looking at things, like one perception of looking at things. Like in religion, they said this is what God is, and this is what you should believe. In news, they constantly give you certain stories, certain agendas, certain ideas. They only have one perspective and believe this is the only way. So perhaps what I want to say here with awakening of the giant means that people are coming up with unique perspectives, which is such an empowering thing. So firstly, it was very disturbing. Scorpio is almost like a sign that many times may trigger stagnation. So it may be experienced in a sense like if you're stagnant in a certain area of your life, you will come across something that will firstly trigger you. You know what trigger actually is? It is a reminder of the truth. When something triggers you, it's because there's something truthful in what triggered you. Even when a certain person comes to you that always triggers you, that person triggers you because you know that it's those same qualities, the same characteristics you see in this person, they are within you, and you haven't come at peace with them yet. That's why they trigger you, because you're afraid to become like that person. You're afraid to admit that you have this kind of a personality inside of you as well. So the awakening of the giant then means to become more courageous when it comes to also looking into these parts of you that you've been avoiding, that you've been ignoring, that you've been neglecting. Because you've been ignoring this, you've been showing up as a certain persona, as a certain mask, trying to be perfect. This is not a work of perfection. This is not how you perfect yourself, because you can't be whole. You can't walk as someone who's complete if you are neglecting your own pieces of yourself. You see, we've all been through something, and life hurt us, and we've been through many different experiences. And all these experiences shaped us. Like, you know, river of life moved us in different ways. And however it moved us, it also shaped us. It hurt us. It formed us. It forced us into something. But the point here is to not look at these things and hurts and pains as something that shouldn't happen, as something that we would rather prevent from happening. You see, that river of life, I'm just using a poetic language right now and I love it. This river of life moved you only so you would form a very unique perspective. So one day you would be brave enough to speak about it, to talk about it. And that's what we are seeing on the world. That's what we are seeing in collective right now. People are talking about celebrities. People are talking about all kinds of agendas. People are talking about the dark truths, the dark secrets. People are talking about the different, structures that have been built to brainwash people, that have been built to suppress something, that have been built to kind of keep people stuck on third-dimensional thinking. And now people are coming up and talking about it, sharing their perspectives. And what's happening, when you look at it, when you observe it, you can form a bigger picture, right? Now you see your truth. Now you see your truth about it. And then you form your opinion. And then you question that opinion. And you go deeper and see what helps you actually to become your greatest version, and what serves more just as a distraction. So then you can filter all of this and notice what can you learn from all these different perspectives. So as you're moving on with your life, you can actually become a greater version of yourself. So what does it mean for this season of Scorpio right now? It means that many of you will be magnetized towards opportunities, towards different events, towards different people that will encourage you to share your own perspective, to share your unique perspective, because it's very needed. Many times I say to you, the world can't change without you being the change, right? The world can't form a big picture without you bringing out a unique picture, without you bringing out a unique perspective. That's how healing happens. We need to have an outlet. Whatever hurt you can serve you to help someone. But you need to find an outlet where you can share what you've been through. You see, many times I'm vulnerable with you. I open up to you. Not just to share with you what I'm going through or how I feel about something, but also to be an example that it's okay to open up. It's okay to talk about what you're going through. It's okay to be there, transparent, right? We've been afraid to be transparent because, someone may use it against you. It was the old construct, right? But the time has come for the giant to awaken, to remind you, you're so much bigger, you're so much more. But if you don't speak up, if you don't stand up for yourself, if you don't, follow the stream where life is taking you, if you don't tap into you and ask you where you want to go from here, what you want to do, how you want to show up in the world, then nothing can happen. And you want the things to happen, so make it happen, right? Make it happen. And to make something happen, let's go back to the stream of a river. The river flows, and when it finds a block, it just finds a new way, right? It doesn't say, oh, here's a block, now I can't flow towards the ocean, right? It doesn't say that. This is what it means to be present in life. It means that you flow with life with a sense of direction. River has a sense of direction, which is ocean. Let's reach the ocean. And wherever it goes, it transforms its environment. It brings moisture to a soil. It shapes rocks. It brings water to animals so they can drink, right? It brings an environment for the fish and living organism so it can transform. So wherever it flows, it brings life to it, right? And in this Scorpio season, the reminder for you is how many times you bring life to where you go. How many times you bring life to what you do. Because that's where you will find fulfillment. Fulfillment doesn't come out of thinking about something that may fulfill you. It comes out of deciding your direction and going for it. Going for it, right? And then Plato said so beautifully, courage is knowing what not to be afraid of. So think about it. If you go with that stream, having a sense of direction, your goal, your ideal life, your healed you, moving towards it, what does it mean to bring life to whatever you do as you move towards it? It means give all of yourself to it. Like when I do a painting, I will put all of myself into it. When I make a video, I put all of myself to it. I don't just channel a message. I put myself into it as well. Because I have a unique perspective on it. And there must be added something personal to it. So it can make more sense, right? When you bring something personal to what you're doing, your unique perspective, like when you share a message, put yourself into it. When you're at your job, put yourself into it. When you're writing, put yourself into it. Don't just use ChatGPT, right? Put also yourself into it. When you're building a website, when, I don't know, you go to meetings, don't just be professional. Put also yourself into it. Show other people that it's okay to be yourself. This is how you awaken the giant within. And when people are doing this collectively, well, we're creating a new, it's like, it's not a program anymore, it's an inspiration. You give an opportunity to other people that it's okay to be yourself. See, we're living in a world where people were praising people who showed up as being perfect, or who showed up as certain characters, like celebrities. And people were really appreciating that because they looked so beautiful and so intelligent and so perfect. But we are seeing a whole new trend right now on YouTube, for example, where the most viral videos are videos where people are actually recording them with phones, just being themselves. Right? On Instagram, there's so many viral videos, people just being themselves, sharing their stories or doing something that they just love to do, comedy or whatever. This is a whole new trend. It's a product of this new movement in collective consciousness, which says, hey, let's awaken the giant within. It's time for you to be who you are. It's time for you to share with all of us your unique outlook on life, your unique story. You see, the history that we know is missing so much. They say that history was written by winners, those who conquered the land, right? So they've written a history the way they've preferred it. They've written a story the way they've preferred it to be. Now we know the story of our past is so much different because people came and shared their new outlook on it, their new knowledge, their new studies, right? Nothing of it would happen if these certain people would not find this courage and enthusiasm and joy and passion for researching all of this to bring this out, for you to have access to new information, to have access to all new things. So all this Scorpio season now is here bringing you an opportunity to be an example of this as well. To recognize that for such a long time you've been asleep. Not because you wanted to be, but because something happened in the past that made you believe that you shouldn't stand up for yourself, that you shouldn't speak up for what is right, that you shouldn't show up as an individual with a unique opinion. But now your opportunity is here, and see how many opportunities will come in this season to truly open doors for you to share what you have to offer. And that's where many blessings will come for you, because life rewards brave hearts, right? Life rewards open hearts, and life also rewards open minds. It rewards unique perspectives. You see, people who show up as their true selves on the internet, they often go viral. Why? Because people love to see someone who's different. They love to hear a different opinion. They love to see when someone is truly just being different. And it's an encouragement. You've been holding yourself back, but now the time has come to push yourself forward. Go with that stream as it is moving you towards your goals. So have clarity around your goals. Sit down with yourself and really decide where you're going. At the time of full moon, we've been talking about this already. So decide where you're going and really open your mind with this. Then, when you don't feel like going towards it, know you've fallen back into your old personality, into your old programs. Let it go. Let it go. And just start moving. Just start doing something that will take you forward on this path. Just know there's a stream and you can move with this stream. It's a natural motion of life, so it's not hard to find it. If you don't want to stay in stagnation, you really need to listen to yourself and notice where the stream is taking you, what excites you right now, what gives you a sense of passion, what brings you some joy. And many times when people don't sense it, I like to say to them, hey, just be more active, because your brain requires more oxygen, more blood flow for you to think more clearly. Go for a run, go for a walk. Magic happens because you experience more dopamine. When you experience more dopamine, you can think more clearly. You naturally become more positive thinker because there's more activity present in your brain. When there's less activity, you tend to think thoughts that are the most, rooted in your brain, which are usually, thoughts from the past, usually something negative. That's what we remember the most. When we become a bit more active, we experience more of this, focus, and this dopamine arises, and, we start to think more clearly where we want to go. Then if we create some constructive routines in our lives that may help us to follow this every single day, then we can expect changes that we are intending to make. So my friends, I hope you found great value in today's message. And let me know, where are the Scorpios? How many Scorpios is here in the community? And also to all of you other signs. Much love to all of you. Thanks to everyone for choosing to support my art on our store at AttractPassion.com, where you can find prints of my paintings, some of the original paintings. My latest painting is now already available in prints in different sizes. Its name is Resurrection. So go and check it out. Check out all of my other paintings. We have shirts, different products, so much more. And with that, you are supporting this mission. I'm truly grateful for that. And also thanks to everyone for joining our Patreon community for more exclusive content. You can find the link in the description. Join the community chat. We're doing monthly challenges, monthly guided meditations, and so much more. So check it out, and till next time, one love.